Welcome back to the second half of the Bobby Dupre Show, and I forgot to introduce my sidekick here, Mr. Andrew Bdthurs.
I might not have been here the first half hour. Maybe I just came for the second half.
Oh, no, you've been sitting right there, cutting up, laughing. And we were, at the ending of the first half, we were going to talk about an important announcement that was made on Tuesday. Our neighboring city of Lafayette. Good news, because there's about 150 direct jobs are going to be created. It's going to be a high-tech manufacturing. They couldn't go into what type of parts and technology equipment they were going to be creating, because they didn't want their competitors to know too soon.
But which company is it? It's
Halliburton.
So the odds are good it's all field related. It's what you would think.
Literally every state in the union tried to get this particular job opportunity for their locality. Practically everybody. Came down to 5 in the United States, then it came down to 3, and the final choice was Lafayette. And that's great news. And Halliburton already has a big presence in Lafayette. They've got a large office. They have some satellite offices throughout Acadiana, and that's the good news.
We have a lot of friends that work for Halliburton.
Yes, sir.
Here in Parish.
That's correct. And our little buddy
in Fort Barry, Slick.
In Fort Barry, Slick.
He's a company man.
He's a company man. You better believe it. And one of their senior vice presidents was down here to announce this $65 million plant that they're going to be building. And of course, the governor Sean, and he's laughing. How about that? He's got a big smile. I guess he ought to have a smile.
Flew in with that guy
and
from the state he was in.
Of course, all the way on the left is the Lafayette Economic Development Authority president, Greg Gautreaux. And I spoke to someone early this morning and said that Greg played a big role in harvesting this particular plant to town.
Been a friend of ours forever. Since he was with one of the electrical companies.
Gulf States.
Gulf States.
Yeah, he would go around and he'd create these something city. It was a name.
Yeah.
It was a little trick name. But anyhow, Greg, congratulations, and of course congratulations to Acadiana, because they're going to be hiring people from Opelousas down to Morgan City, down to Jefferson.
And if they hire 150 people in the building, it's still going to take 300 more people to either provide other services to that company.
Well, they say about 350 is what they estimate right here. Now, what they haven't done in either the Daily World or the Daily Advertiser is to show where the land was going to be and who sold the land. And the land is on...
So Bobby Dupre got the inside scoop none of the other news agencies have.
Well, no. If you get the Advocate, in the Advocate it said who sold the land, and it was LL Development. And LL stands for Larry Leger. And I called Larry and complimented him after reading this in the paper very early this morning, Wednesday morning.
He kept that under his hat because he hadn't told me a word.
Well,
so that's good.
It's located on Pont de Mouton Road.
Easy access to R49 and 10.
And I've been knowing he owned that 40-acre tract. He sold the whole 40 acres to him. And across the highway, the road there, Pont de Mouton, is the virtual helicopter training center.
They go in those simulators and learn how to do helicopters.
Ampey, A-M-P-Y, Miss Ampey, gave us an opportunity, Larry and I, to ride in that simulator. And I'll tell you what, I thought I had fallen out of my chair. And it's wonderful. And it's across the street from that. And of course, that's a Warren Buffett company that has this training center. It's one of 2, I think, in the whole United States of America to train helicopter pilots, their recertification, their continuing education.
Well, congratulations to Uncle Larry, then.
Yes, sir. Very happy for him. And we also, with
the horse farm.
The horse farm. Yeah. It looks like they finally, I mean, for the last 10 years, we've been having this controversy, that controversy about the horse farm. It looks like the Lafayette Parish Council has decided by all but one vote it was almost unanimous, to go ahead and purchase it from the university. And it's going to be a park. It's going to be dedicated to be
green space,
green
like
space.
Like
and that's important because the cities grow so fast that you forget to take care of the needs of the people and the youngsters and all to go and play in a wholesome place.
And they don't want a football field or a soccer field. They want to make it where a guy can just go with his family and have a good time on the weekend just to relax.
Yes, sir. So I'm real glad to see that that's coming forth in a good way. And we want to remind everybody that this Sunday from 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. they're going to have a benefit bazaar, old-time benefit bazaar at the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church in Washington, Louisiana. That is the church that caught fire and burned, I mean, total fire. And Miss Vicky Thibodeau is shown in the paper on Wednesday. I think this is a Wednesday edition.
They'll be auctioning a lot of things.
A lot of different things. And Mark, if you would show the picture.
The picture you got down there.
Right here is a picture that was painted, I'm not sure when, some few years ago, I suppose. It had to be before the fire. And
yeah, I think he called that a watercolor. And that's a picture of it matted right there by the artist is Peter Bryant.
Peter Bryant. He has a studio in New Orleans at 2401 Adams Street, but he also has a small home, I understand, in Washington, Louisiana. After the storm, so many people. We talked about that last week.
It's a watercolor print is what you're going to get, and it's framed and not framed. It's matted, right? Matted. There you go. You're showing it right there on TV. And show that close up again, Mark. Let's show the. Do you have the next picture that gets close to the? That's the actual photo up close, but it's matted. So when you buy it, all you got to do is buy the frame. I mean, it's good to go.
Or hang it up like it is.
Right. So it's how much?
$25. $5 will go to the artist
to pay for the material.
To pay for the material only, and then the $20 will go towards it. Now, Tessie, Pete, Glenn Pete's wife, we all sat and had lunch last Thursday or Friday over at Kelly's Diner. I'll get it out in a minute. Kelly wasn't there, so I forgot where I was. But anyhow, we visited, and I've got to pay her because I bought this one, but I didn't have any money, so I'm going to pay her.
You could have called me. I'd loan you 25
well,
or
yeah,
30
I know.
The weekend.
Yeah. But
at least till Monday.
Well, I went to OPAC and cashed a check.
Oh, it
made a loan for the weekend. Well, they loaned me money for the weekend. And while we were there, she sold one to the waitress there, one of the ladies, and I'm sorry, I can't think of your name right now. She and her husband both worked there. They moved here after Katrina, do not want to go back to home in New Orleans. They're plumb happy over here. She bought one of the pictures. I think Tessie has maybe sold 70 already.
So 5 will stay with the artist. $20 goes direct to the church to rebuild the church. Now, I'm going to say something controversial. $25 to me for something that nice, framed, I mean matted, not framed. Everything up to the framing costs you some money.
Yeah.
So why don't you give a little bit extra? If y'all going to buy one, give 30 if you can, maybe give 50 if you can. I think it's worth at least that. So the extra money is not going for any material or nothing or for whatever. It's going to go to help build that church. So help out Immaculate Conception in Washington.
You bet.
How about a sponsor? I got to sneak some in here, otherwise we're going to run out of time. LHC Group, all your home health care needs. Don't forget about LHC Group. They can help you. That's the personnel, that come into your house. Maybe you've got a relative who's got a broken hip and you need some rehab type work. They'll do that. Nurses in your house. The special beds, the special recliners that make it easier for your loved one to get in and out. The button you press to call for help. They do all that type of thing in Louisiana Healthcare Group. They've also got the Health and Wellness Center here in Opelousas off Heather Boulevard to keep you, your muscles going good, your cardiovascular going good, your workout place, health club kind of place can help you. They've also got hospice and palliative care, Louisiana Healthcare Group, all about helping people. And Piggly Wiggly. This weekend.
The pig.
The pig. Go see the pig. The pig's got some specials. Pork loins, $1.99 a pound. That's the whole boneless pork loin. I like to cut that, put that in my pot, and I put me some green apples next to it and bake that. It's very good. And also got ground chuck. The family pack's $2.49 a pound. Right now with that good weather, you'll be barbecuing. Weather's just cool enough. Nice and bright sunshine. You can grill those hamburgers out there, and they got plenty of strawberries and fresh cantaloupes at all you Piggly Wigglies. They're located all throughout Opelousas with 2 locations, Church Point, Rain, Scott, Cecilia, and St. Martinville. Go by. The pig knows best.
Okay, let's maybe a few
photos.
Pictures.
Let's
get
go.
A few photos and
show this one there.
We don't have that many photos we're going to be showing you, but if you go to the gallery,
we got a few more.
We have several more. Here is Patrick Henry.
There you go.
Patrick Henry Band. They are just tremendous. You can sit there and listen to them and pat your feet, and you're going to have a good time. Here he is, Patrick Henry. Of course, on the left is Todd Artigo.
Yep.
And on the right is Dr. Feelgood's son, Brian. And what's his nickname?
Little Buck.
Little Buck.
Little Buck.
Little Buck. And they really had a good show. Now, you can watch that show Thursday night at 6 p.m. on Swamp and Roll, and again on Saturday, just before the Bobby Dupre show.
There you go, 1 p.m. I think.
Yep. And here was 3 people that was in attendance. And in the middle, of course, is a proud young son, 17-year-old son of the Ewings, Matthew Ewing. I was given, what do you call a CD? I was given a CD, and it is very, very good. His voice has already matured into, you know how scary around that 17-year-old? His voice is solid. He was playing last weekend at what's the big nightclub right down off the interstate? Cowboys. He played it. Can you imagine? They already at 17 booking him. So Mr. and Mrs. Ewing, of course, are the owners of RM Fire Extinguishing Company, I-49 South of Opelousas.
Very good.
Very big business they have
and there's
there.
Some close-ups of the band members, the bass player and keyboards.
And you see how they all professionally dressed?
Oh yeah, dressed
That's
nice.
anytime you're going to see that band, you're going to see a classic group. And
now, this is the Century.
And then I want to make a couple of apologies.
All right, go ahead.
I took a picture of the little girl working in the back of the bar, Mackenzie LaFleur. She's the daughter of Donna LaFleur, and then she's remarried, I think. And I don't know her last. Donna, I apologize. And of course, her daddy is Freddie, and Freddie is one of the children that lost their daddy just a couple of weeks ago, Mr. Harry LaFleur. Freddie manages and operates a Savoy sausage kitchen. And of course, Donna was a Savoy, her mama and daddy started that business. And I said, Sugar, I don't want to flirt with you or anything like that.
Come on.
But I said, you look just like your mama, and so I'm going to say your last name is LaFleur. And she looks at me, how you figured that, Mr. Bobby? I said, baby, you look just like your beautiful mama. So anyhow, I know I took a picture, but it didn't come out on the camera. So apparently, and another person that was he handles the introduction of the band and I guess the booking of the band is Will Smith. Will Smith played, he was a professional linebacker for the Rams.
No kidding.
Yeah, nice guy. We had a beautiful evening. Watched their music, 6 o'clock Thursday evening, 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon.
Let's keep rolling with the photos. Now, this was Century 21 had their
Brokers Council
annual awards.
There was 3 consuls in attendance. That was the Gateway Consul from the Lafayette area, the Bono Consul from Lake Charles, which is a real big consul, and then our own DCG Aguillard here in Opelousas and Eunice.
Did all this in Eunice at Nick's on 2nd Street?
Nick's on 2nd, and y'all did a great job. The steaks were delicious. Everything was fun. And of course, that's...
Walker.
Sandra Walker. I'll get it out in a minute.
We both froze. We got it.
And Miss Vidrine,
she's with the Eunice
Century 21, correct, and played a big role in putting the event on, I might add. These are some of our friends from Lafayette Consul, Gateway, and Miss Norma Hugay, and this is Miss
Kathy Benoit?
Kathy Benoit from the Gateway, and her husband, she and her husband were there, and her husband came up to me and talked to me. I met him at a function of Mr. Johnny Raymond's, Buck and Johnny's. He's with FM Bank. And Miss Margie Mistrick. And here's our leader, Mr. Raymond.